Hello Libra and welcome. I'm Adriana and I have an intuitive reading for you today. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to look at where you are in your journey and any growth, opportunities, or healing that is available for you. I will also be creating an extended video, which the link will be in the description below. We'll go deeper into what comes up and I'll pull more information at that time. So if this reading resonates with you, I suggest and encourage you to check out the extended. But let's get started with a message from the Animal Oracle, the Divine Animal Oracle. Okay. Transformation, Sea Otter. Okay. When this card comes up, we're looking at letting go of the old and embracing the new, but understanding that you are in a state of flux, a state of change, and that we really don't want to be either expecting or kind of requiring of ourselves to hang on to anything stable right now. Okay, so this is like a transitional learning period. Okay, where you're being asked to become something else. And as that's the case, it's probably not going to feel like you've got a lot of solid ground to stand on. And that's okay, as long as you're moving forward towards the direction of growth, towards the direction of what is true for you. Okay, so let's see where you are, Libra. Okay, give me a couple cards for Libra, please, and then show me what's going on. Ten of Cups, Two of Wands for where you are, what's going on. Judgment, big card, Daughter of Horns, Father of Feathers, and Mother of Fruits. We got the whole family in there, don't we, Libra? Okay, so the theme of your reading right now is family. I've got the Ten of Cups and the Two of Wands. And this is a really interesting combination in this deck because although you have fulfillment available to you and though you may be feeling like you're doing things that are fulfilling to you, it's not really deeply fulfilling. The Two of Wands is a limited success. It's like, yeah, I've achieved what I wanted to, but for some reason it's falling flat. And if we look really carefully, this kingfisher, his body language is going this way and the coyote is actually going that way. So the fulfillment and the progress towards that fulfillment are not meeting each other. So you're not really moving towards fulfillment. You may feel like you're doing the steps, but deep inside it's kind of like, nah, actually this isn't really working for me. I'm not feeling whole. I'm not feeling like we're at a place of stable contentment. And as we talked about before, we're not going to feel stable right now. But the point is that we'd rather have this. We'd rather have the coyote walking towards this, the bliss and the contentment of the Ten of Cups, rather than back to back, like they're not even touching. Okay, Libra. So this, where you find yourself now, is not. It's not the direction that is going to lead to contentment and fulfillment. Okay, so let's look a little bit deeper at what's going on. Okay, there's a lot of layers here, so bear with me as we comb through them. Okay, we've got the Judgment, Daughter of Horns, the Father of Feathers, and the Mother of Roots. So I'm actually going to start over here with the Father of Feathers. He's asking you to leave the way you've been treating yourself. He's been asking you to leave the way you've been nurturing yourself or trying to nurture yourself, because it's connected to a way of mothering that you've maybe inherited or learned from your mother that is not working for you anymore. He's the Father of Feathers is bringing this truth to light, and actually, even though it seems to be like a pleasant, nice, safe little domain in there, safe little cocoon in there, the Father of Feathers is saying, oh my God, but look, it's on fire. This is smoke. We can't stay here. And you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So you've been getting little signs that what you're doing really isn't quite working. And I can hear some of you saying, well, what is it that I'm doing? What area are we talking about? the star, self-healing, and the devil facing each other. Okay, the illusion versus the true alignment with your center and with your inner compass. Okay, the addiction, the negative pattern, the self-sabotage, the self-doubt, and I want to say the codependence, okay? Anything that is fear-based, there's a conflict between being involved in that and being involved in being so in touch with yourself that you are so centered and so sure on your path that you're able to attract situations and outcomes that are much more nurturing for you. Okay, you're not in that space of being able to attract that because the way you're nurturing yourself is limited. Can you see that she can only get up to this surface level of the ground, whereas the star is connected beyond. It's like it's connected out here into that giving energy, the beneficial flowing energy that comes to us from the divine when we are connected to our highest selves. Okay, so what does that really mean? The judgment is asking you to leave behind any childhood behaviors, any childhood patterns where you're just not empowered. Okay, so this is something I'm also working with myself, and what I'm finding is that these patterns are pretty deep and they are pretty strong. But the difference is, as an adult, we have a choice whether we're going to do these patterns or not. And once you realize that these patterns are pulling you off of your true compass and your connection to the beneficial energy that goes way beyond anything that we humans can create in our own little bubble, you kind of realize that the perspective is limited and you need to shift into something else. Okay, so this situation is calling upon you to confront your childhood issues and to say, wait a second, am I going to continue to hold these issues as my own, to continue acting like a child who has no say, who has no power, who has no control? Or am I going to empower myself and fly? There's two birds flying here. This one's about to fly and this one is a hawk flying upwards. And I think, yeah, they're both hawks. And this has so much significance for me personally because we've got some hawks in the backyard building a nest, and sometimes they leave me feathers in the yard. They also sometimes leave me dismembered animal parts, which is not so nice. But they left me a flight feather the other day and I kind of lost track of it. And my partner brought it upstairs and put it on the table, and I saw it there this morning and I thought, where did this come from? So I brought it down to ask him and he goes, oh, it fell on the floor. So that had so much significance to me because the flight feather, the thing that allows the bird to take off, fell on the floor. So that was a clear signal to me that I'm not flying, or I haven't been flying as high or as well as I know I can. Okay, so that's really what is being asked of you right now. Are you going to fly? Are you going to fly with power, the power of these hawks, the decisiveness of these hawks, and the confidence of these hawks? Are you going to fly with that, or are you going to let that feather fall to the floor? And look at this card. This was our limited success. Look at it, it's surrounded by feathers that are all on the floor. Okay, this is really, it's really amazing. In fact, I put the feather back here. So this is a flight feather from a hawk, Cooper's hawk. So, okay, Libra, I want to get deeper into this and what your soul is really asking you to do and how you can get yourself out, how we can transform ourselves forward to a better place where we haven't just dropped all the feathers on the floor. So if this has resonated with you and you would like some deeper growth opportunities and healing, please follow me over. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you there.